I should like be.
No, you're good. Hey everyone. Hey, we're all wearing coats because it's a cold open. Get it?
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. I'm one of your co-hosts. My name is AJ Lancaster.
Yeah.
That's where you go next, Juice.
Oh, I'm Juice Griffey, and I only hit dingers.
We're Cocaine Geoff.
And it's Wednesday night. We've got some fun things to talk about. A lot of goofing off and a little bit of pop culture madness, whatever that entails. If it's your first time, what's up? If it's your first time watching with us, please know that any donations to streamlabs.com/whattheshow/tip do not go to improving the quality of this program. No, we would not do that. Instead, we like to make the community a better place. Most of the time, we're going to charity, but for the end of from now through the end of the year, every donation to this channel is going to be going to Mr. Josh Estes, who was sadly diagnosed recently with stage 4 lung cancer. We want to do some nice things for his family as much as we can. He's a core member of our little film fam community. He was a co-founder of the Gucciverse, and we want to do a little bit to help him out. So if you guys want to contribute there, we absolutely love you if you do. And
we got a fun story. Like I wanted to.
Second time getting cooking.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
I just saw the comments.
something nice about Josh that we had. Well, that's true. Like Bethany and I had the privilege in Atlanta back in 2020 to stay with Josh, and there's a very infamous story about a member of our community. We'll just call him Sippy Cup for now. Who Josh? What a trooper he was. Literally was carrying him around like it was Weekend at Bernie's throughout the streets of Atlanta, going from bar to bar, carrying Sippy Cup around like it was like he was Bernie from Weekend at Bernie's. And Josh is an absolute legend, so there's no way we were not going to help his family out in their time of need. So 100%, anything at all that y'all can donate to help the Estes family would be awesome. Because such a great human being, and we definitely love him, and we're wishing Josh all the best.
Oh yeah, without him getting the Gucciverse started, there'd be no me. I wouldn't have got involved here. But yeah, I got to hang out with him a decent amount in LA. So always a great guy. I had many conversations. So yeah, broke my heart when I saw that post. So we immediately got a group together to see what we could do. So yeah,
there's gonna be more going on to support him, but obviously is for our end.
Sorry, we have a small bug situation, everyone. Mike is taking care of it for me. In case you're wondering,
there's a bear.
Okay, is it a small bug or a large bug?
It's a cocaine bug.
Definitely, there's a bear that could come.
Okay, yeah, we
just
need to dive into it.
Don't play right there.
I'm coming.
Okay, we don't need to dive in yet. We'll let them go on the other side of this issue.
It's under the couch now, but I've sprayed some Raid at it at least.
Man, that's like the flies. We haven't.
Yes, get off my wine, you varmint.
Bourbon, you varmints. We haven't talked about that for a while.
We haven't.
That almost was our first T-shirt.
It was.
And I got lazy.
Oh, so many T-shirts.
We have so many shirts. Just one of these days. So yeah, since he's still at large, at any point, if you see commotion going on again over here, that does mean he has returned.
Or she.
Or she.
Somehow.
Yeah, I don't transgender, this bug.
Somehow he has returned.
Somehow. We're not going to go into specifics. We don't need to know. Just somehow the bug has returned. But hopefully the bug will stay bye-bye.
This is literally like Bethany's nightmare.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't want bugs in my cocaine. What?
no. Certainly not.
Let's jump right into it. Man, that trailer.
Cocaine bear. Cocaine bear. Clever.
So we this weekend is Violent Night. It has to be. The assumption has to be that this trailer came out to go on Violent Night. I cannot wait to see this in theaters. I genuinely cannot wait to see this trailer in theaters.
As soon as I saw the trailer, I'm like, okay, this is 2023's Moonfall for us. I'm just so hyped about this movie.
So I've already said, like, this is unfair because we already know who's winning all the 2023 Academy Awards, and now we know who's winning all the 2024 Academy Awards. Like, this is just not fair to cinema because we are just getting excellence in droves right now, and
That's true.
nothing else should even try.
That's also true.
Did you all like forget that Ray Liotta was in this movie and then got some heartstrings moments? Because I did.
Yeah, we discussed that earlier. So this is the last thing he filmed.
The last full project he filmed.
Which, like, if you're not going out with Cocaine Bear, how else? You know what I mean? Like, we often have we ever done this on the show? I think we did. Did I ask everyone where they wanted their ashes to be buried? Or not buried?
Yeah,
scattered?
we've done that.
I think I've done
before,
this.
yeah.
But anyways, so as everyone might know on this, in my group of friends, one of my favorite weird morbid questions to ask is, besides Haunted Mansion, because that's the obvious choice, where would you like your ashes to be scattered at a theme park? So either at Disney World, Universal, whatever, your theme park of your choice. If you're a Carowinds person, a Six Flags person, whatnot. Where would you like your ashes to be scattered? And I will take multiple answers. I take, you can give me a Universal answer, you can give me a Disney answer. I think that's fair. But I also now feel like I need to add to my repertoire. If you were an actor, what would you like your last credit to be? And if the answer isn't fucking Cocaine Bear, what is it? That's what I want my last credit to be.
I don't know. Raul
Are you
Julia
kidding me?
as M. Bison is like up there. It's
If
Cocaine
I'm
Bear
going
is
out,
good.
I want to go out with Cocaine Bear.
Wallace Shawn in Southland Tales. That's another.
I thought it was Princess Bride.
No, he
Oh,
died
no.
longer after that. Come here, Mimi. I don't know, Juice. What if you were an actor and you were in the past? What would you like your last film to be?
Home Alone 2?
Okay, that's a
No,
good choice.
Yeah.
I-
School of Rock, maybe.
Oh, okay, I can see that. How about will we
Or
ever? Do you guys on the?
Am I
The-
losing you or are you losing me?
the bot. Nope. It's the Deacons are cutting out a little bit.
Oh. Dang.
Hello. We're back. Is
Hello.
everyone else back?
Yes,
Yes.
you're back.
Hello.
Hi.
That was definitely our Wi-Fi. That was weird.
Yeah.
All right.
That happened to me on Left Side last night. So yeah, that's weird.
Leslie, I typed up your symptoms into IMDb. It seems you might be having connectivity issues.
Connectivity.
So
issue.
what's your answer, Juice? Where would you like your ashes scattered at a theme park attraction?
I really enjoy the Spider-Man, the classic Universal Spider-Man.
Oh, that's a good answer.
that'd be like
Any particular
maybe
bit
like-
in it or wherever?
maybe just like the part where he saves, like, you're falling and then he catches you. Just like whoever's the audience at that time, just shoot my ashes like over the audience. So like
I like that.
Like, it's like rubble
that's
of
a really good spot, I think.
the building,
I
like
that.
rubble. It's
So
I think you do every time I went on it. If that's I like that. That's a good answer. That's a great part for I2 to do it.
In that spirit, I do famously like Mickey and Minnie's Epic Railway more than Rise of the Resistance. So what I want is on Christmas Eve at Disney World.
Okay.
I want my ashes scattered across the magnetic floor of Rise of the Resistance.
I've never heard someone choose chaos as their answer for this, but you know what, AJ, that was brilliant.
Y'all have fucked up. The correct answer is when Vin Diesel shows up the size of a helicopter on Fast and Furious Supercharged.
Instead of the water.
Oh no, I really
Like, that's what, like,
messed up. The answer is when you go into hell in Mr.
And
Toad's.
Mr. Toad.
Yes.
Yes.
How did I not think of that?
Answer. There's so many good answers. I think everyone knows what my choice would be, my Universal choice. I have a Universal and a Disney choice because I think that's only fair. I'll give you a guess of what my Universal one is because I'm sure.
E.T.
Yes, obviously.
Right when Orbidon says "Welcome home."
Oh, that's a perfect spot. Yes. Oh, my heart. That is my favorite bit. So that would be my Disney answer. I don't think either of you would guess. It's a lot of a harder guess.
And it's not chaos.
It's not chaos. I would like to know if you can guess which park. I'll give you that.
Just
I don't think we're gonna
between
be
World and but Magic Kingdom.
like which.
You two haven't been there.
Neither
It's
of you
so
have been.
Animal Kingdom.
Animal
Yeah,
Kingdom is the
Animal
park. That's
Kingdom.
correct.
It's not in
tree-
Pandora,
my
so
ashes to be scattered in Animal Kingdom is on the safari. My favorite part is when they talk about the baobab tree when you're crossing into the savannah, and I'd like right by the baobab tree for my ashes to be scattered. That is my pick.
Now, my real answer is in the Pyro at a Metallica show, but
But your theme park answer.
my theme park answer is either when Vin Diesel is the size of a helicopter, or I would also accept at the cantina where most of my money went.
That's true.
Yeah.
I also would accept the cookout in Pooler, Georgia, because for that is where I truly lived. I like how this is kind of morbid topic. It can be fun. So everyone, there you go. Cocaine Bears, and where would you like your ashes to be scattered at a theme park?
Cocaine Bear, directed by Elizabeth Banks.
Everyone,
and
think about
okay.
Oh,
everybody
is
said
she
the
directing
cheese.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Ev-
Is that not the
everybody
greatest
was
thing I've ever heard?
Getting down on like her other directorial projects. I haven't seen them. I don't know what they are.
Wasn't she
She
the
did
Charlie's
one of
Angels?
she did one of the Pitch Perfects.
Okay.
She didn't direct a
Yeah,
Charlie's
she did Pitch Perfect
she directed
2.
the You're
New
right.
one. I
New
thought so.
Charlie's
Yeah,
Angels.
she did the reboot, or well, there's like 15 reboots. She had the most recent Charlie's Angels. She did one of the Pitch Perfects. Don't ask me which one. The second one, maybe.
Second one.
The one where they
I have it
sang.
pulled up. And
I saw that. I liked that. These seem very different. Charlie's Angels, Pitch Perfect, and Cocaine Bear.
but she did a segment in movie 43 directed.
Oh my lord!
I don't know which
Nice.
scene. I'm pulling it up.
Is it
On the
Chin
Trino,
Boss?
would
Have
you
we
like
all
your
seen-
ashes scattered at the Fast and Furious ride? Just we'd like to know.
Montyverse has a good point. Jeff's Hive is something else. There have been some hot takes on Jeff Brony's Hive. Today he was talking about Home Sweet Home Alone being the best Christmas movie.
He really likes that one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
his favorite Home Alone.
We got some questions, Jeff.
What are your thoughts on that, Juice? As a really big Home Alone 2 fan, what do you think of the fact that Home Sweet Home Alone is his favorite Home Alone?
This is my reaction.
AJ? Yeah.
Hey!
What?
I don't know.
Okay, so we did get some donations. One
Yes.
from Haskell 420 donating $25, saying,
Thank
"Yo
you.
man, and yo man, yo woman, greetings gang. Some of you are coming up from New Jersey for the Metallica show in August. Yes, indeed. Can't wait to see y'all. Can't wait to meet you, man. And wish you were coming too, Bethany. So Jeff joined Hive, and now it's broken. Hashtag for Josh. Is Hive broken?
That's one of the best Streamlabs we've ever gotten.
That's
That
awesome.
was a good one. That was a good one.
And then Montyverse donated $50 saying "fuck cancer." Thank you, Monty, and
Yeah.
for everybody
Cheers.
doing good
Right on.
throughout this month. We
We're
love
starting
you.
off this month. Great. Already. Thank you so much. We appreciate that, everyone. And I know that thank you as well.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Keep them coming. Just let's all send Josh some love.
Yeah.
Yes. So one thing I need to mention today.
Is this the
No.
work story?
Yeah. Now I need to mention that I love quiet insanity. Like I was trying to think of the way to like associate this for why this is one of the most insane moments I've ever had working in a public facing job. But so like in The Shining, here's Johnny. That's outwardly crazy. Or like, all work and no place makes Jack a dull boy. Yeah, that seems, but he's actually acting like you would assume a crazy person would act. Quietly crazy is when he's sitting in a lobby, like a waiting area of a lobby, reading a Playgirl magazine to himself. And people didn't realize this until years after the movie came out, that he's just looking at pictures of naked dudes in a lobby just casually. This customer comes in, and she was asking about this fragrance. It's on buy one get one 30% off. Our price is $100 on it, so it's $170. So she was saying that the department stores had them 2 for $100. She's on the phone, and she's confirming with this the person that she's on the phone. She's like, "Here, let me put you on speakerphone and make sure we have the right one." And it was the right one. And she's like, "Well, Ulta has them 2 for $100 right now, so their deals aren't good enough. And can you tell them to make the deal better?" And it's like, she was told she was on speakerphone. And she says this. He's like, "I'm pretty sure he can't make the deals better." It's like, "Well, tell him to fuck off and go get the better deal elsewhere. Because we have it for $200 over here. We have it for $30 cheaper." And she's like, and her friend who was in the store is like, "Reminder, you're on speakerphone." And I say, "Hi." Like, I've been silent through this entire thing. And she's like, "I'll talk to you later." Now, she gets off, the woman in the store gets off the phone. And this is where it takes a turn. It's like she was understanding, but she's like, "Sorry about my friend. And then she said the R slur. Just casually.
Hard R.
Just
She went
hard
there.
R.
Not that hard R. The one that begins in R.
Well, yeah.
We need to be very. He just casually says that, like it's okay, and leaves.
Oh, all right. She just up and left. She just dropped the R word and left.
Just unhinged. Like it was like, okay, this is kind of a little awkward thing, and it's like, whoa.
I think there is like a segment of the population that has not got that memo, because I have definitely just heard people that like are pretty self-conscious about like making sure they're not saying the wrong thing, just drop that also. And you just get like, yeah, so taken aback. But I think it just that memo hasn't reached everyone.
Like with a passing familiar, like it was 15 years ago.
Right.
Oh,
It's just,
man, this is not.
To cap it off, like when you think that she's probably the one who's gonna be like compassionate and stuff like that, and she just drops it like, okay, let's go. By the way, guys, John the Street donated $10 with a reminder that today is the anniversary of Paul Walker's death. Gone but not forgotten. Yeah, Rome. How do you like them apples? I think I need to watch. What's Joyride?
Oh, John Lustrina. John Lustrina, you'd be really proud of me. I talked about Paul Walker on my other podcast the other day, and I said that. I was like, R.I.P. Paul Walker. Anyways, family.
That's actually the next Fast movie I have to watch is 7.
Oh, not 7.
Oh.
That's where I'm up to.
Yeah. Can you believe it, guys? He's all the way up to 7 now. Look at him. He's getting there.
Right?
He's getting there. Juice, I had a Wisconsin cider tonight, and I thought of you. I just wanted to let you know that.
Wisconsin what?
Cider.
Cider.
Cider booze from Wisconsin. I said it was from my
there you go.
from Wisconsin.
Yep.
The mimosa one, right?
Yeah, it was very good. It was a Cider Boys Grand Mimosa. It was delicious. 10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Right on.
Those folks in Wisconsin, they know how to make a cider.
They make good people too.
I'm sure.
Well, I'm not from there.
Well, you live there.
That's
live
true.
there.
We'll count.
They reside good people.
They reside.
People that reside there, really good people.
They reside.
Okay, William Harold just giving me a version of Fast 7 where like Letty's head is in a box. Like, I'm so sorry that's where my brain automatically goes.
Man, I really feel like the last, isn't 10 going to be the last Fast movie?
Supposedly.
If we're not all with John Lastrina watching that, we're doing life wrong. We all need to go see 10.
Do we need to like
Night
make
of
a what the
premieres.
show like road trip to go meet up
And
with
we
John
are going
Lastrina
to go
on the
watch
Thursday
that.
premiere?
I'm saying it right now, y'all. When 10 drops, we are going and seeing that with John Lastrina. So help me God. We're making it happen.
11 is the last one. It's a part
11's
one
the
and two.
last one.
Yeah, but
Who does that? Who ends on 11? Why wouldn't you end it on 11 is the best number.
All right, so for Fast 11,
That's 11.
John Lastrina, you got to arrange for a private theater.
Yeah, and we're effing doing it. Yes, we are doing a Fast and Furious get together, William. It is fucking happening. Let's go.
Is there anything more about the show than a Fast and Furious get together?
Wow,
I think
what a-
we should call this a family reunion.
Juice, you're so clever. Yes, we'll be having a family reunion. Family. We're gonna drink some cervezas. We're gonna. Oh man, what a great time!
oh my god, if Medea doesn't show up in this last movie, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, what's left of it? That why not have Medea and Fast 11?
They went to space. I mean,
Yeah. What
Enough
else is
Sierra.
left at this point? You know.
John, I would happily do like a Zoom with you while I watch it if you want. But yeah, so we're actually going to see Violet Night on Friday, which I'm extremely excited about, and it's David Harbour, and just everything about it looks like it's fantastic. And I've heard the buzz seems to be pretty positive about it so far. So
Yeah.
I think I've told you guys what I want this movie to be. With the Santa Claus rules.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
so like at the end of it, like David Harbour loses, but then John Leguizamo goes through like a Cronenberg transformation to become Santa.
Has anyone been watching the Santa Claus? Speaking of, didn't it drop the show?
Yeah, it's up, I think.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't watched it. But Violet Night does have a 73 on Rotten Tomatoes currently. So
I actually have plans to see this in theaters. I haven't been to the theater since.
Well,
Yes!
Are we getting an update? Are we getting an update on more movies you've seen? Have you seen
Oh.
anything, or would this be like the 8th movie you've seen this year?
Okay.
Will be Violent Night.
So I took a break from. Oh no, actually. Oh no, never mind. I have seen 2 movies from 2022. I have seen some other movies for a different reason that I will not disclose on this podcast.
AJ, we gotta start. Oh, is this for Friday? I thought this was
Friday,
for
not
what's
for-
the-
for something
For
that's
Friday.
not airing on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, then we will.
Fuck you,
No.
fucking real.
I'm not gonna watch any movies for that. But for the flick and reel match, you better bet I'm gonna be ready to sweep the Swiffer
Okay, so
under the
yes,
rug.
now I know what you're talking about. So I know what you're talking about, and yes, I appreciate you watching those movies.
And don't worry, Bethany. I've been watching the same movies I've always watched. So I'll be fine for my slice for that.
I've been watching It's Always Sunny in
He's
Philadelphia,
ready.
so we're good.
He's ready. That's not going to help you at all. But yes,
So I watched The Northman.
I saw that.
Fighter of the Southman,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe's in it.
Master of
Yeah,
Karate,
with Skarsgård,
Yep.
and Vikings for
Kidman,
everyone.
Anya Taylor-Joy, Ethan Hawke that I didn't realize was Ethan Hawke until I looked up the credits. Robert Eggers, very good,
you
nice.
didn't realize that Ethan Hawke was Ethan Hawke?
Ethan Hawke was, I don't know, he had a lot of makeup on and long hair.
In what movie? In The Northman?
The Northman, yeah. Good, fun, vengeance story. It was fine. I mean, it was good.
Okay.
Out of 5 juice boxes, what would you give it?
I give it 4 juice boxes out of 5 juice boxes.
Okay. That's right. That's a good score.
So who, in your opinion, not the best, does the most acting in that movie?
It's a totally different question.
Defoe.
Yeah.
It's definitely Willem Dafoe.
I think Nicole Kidman does
Probably
the
or
most.
Nicole
Oh,
Kidman.
it's just
Yeah.
most active.
Nicole Kidman is wild and out in that movie.
I'm also just making this connection that they are. I'm pretty sure they're husband and wife in Big Little Lies. Skarsgård and Nicole Kidman,
oh,
if
really?
I'm not mistaken, and they do not get along.
Wait,
They're
they
also-
don't get Skarsgård and Nicole Kidman don't get along?
No.
Oh,
But
okay.
they do end up together in the end. That's good to know for the plot of The Northman.
True.
All right, so what's your
He's
other
like-
2022 movie?
Nope.
What'd you think?
Okay. Yeah, what'd
I
you
really
think
loved
about
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
Great.
Nope a lot. That's
Very cool.
probably
How many juice
definitely top
boxes?
10, maybe top 5.
Yeah. I give 4.5 juice boxes.
Yeah, I like
Five
Nope a
juice
lot.
boxes.
AJ, I have to pull up Umbrage with you. Speaking of Nope and movies I liked this year, one of my favorite movies so far this year has been Glass Onion, which we just recently saw.
Oh, so good.
And I realized that apparently you just recently watched Knives Out, and you were throwing some shade at Knives Out, and I took that personally.
I think it's
Oh, man,
well
sorry.
acted. I think it's well written. It's more of comedy and character study to me than it is murder mystery.
Well, I think it's like supposed to be a comedy.
Well,
first
like,
and foremost.
I mean, if
in
that's-
my opinion, maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm
If
reading
that's
it
how
wrong.
you felt about Knives Out, you're going to see Glass Onion and be like, wait, what? And just kind of throw your glass at the TV screen and break
I
the TV.
think of that.
I loved Glass Onion, by the way.
I think of
Alright.
it as a comedy first and foremost. Obviously, yes, there is both of the stories revolve around murder mystery. This is murder mystery. But you know what I think the real through line is that rich people are the fucking worst. I think that's the real moral of the Knives Out Glass Onion story.
Yeah.
Because
And-
that's
and-
kind of the through line of both of them. Like the last movie, we were critiquing old money, and this movie, we're critiquing new money. And either way, the moral of the story is rich people are the worst. And I love that. I love that as a story.
And I just want to say Knives Out was my favorite movie of 2018.
19?
19, whatever.
That was a great movie.
And I
Yeah.
should say that I was I think going into Glass Onion, like when I was expecting murder mystery with Knives Out, I think I have more of a feeling of what this
Right.
Now
franchise
you'll
will be.
kind of know what to expect.
Glass Onion is in
And-
my top 3 of the year. So
Glass Onion was
and if it
fantastic.
defies my expectations and goes a different route, I can adjust. I had the expectation of Knives Out being a great murder mystery of that genre.
all right, I get you there.
So yeah.
I
now
can't
now
remember.
that you know what to expect though from Glass Onion, just go and enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
I can't remember movies like 10 minutes after I watch them. Was Knives Out? Was it Chris Evans? You thought he was like the guy the whole time, and then it ended up being the girl?
No.
Whoa.
I can't remember.
No.
Go re-experience it.
Go
Alright.
rewatch that one, Juice.
You
I-
also think it's correct.
Speaking, I guess, of expectations and stuff, I mean, that's pretty accurate for Nope. I think that everyone that thought that Nope was going to be like a real true horror were disappointed. But everyone else that went in like with an open mind, because it's more like thriller
Suspenseful.
suspense.
Yeah, suspense.
But like
is the-
I thought it was a phenomenal movie. I
Oh.
really liked it, and I just think that Jordan Peele is finding more and more like his
voice.
his voice, and it's
Yeah.
like because I think Get Out is probably the best story, but I was so impressed with the scope and the visuals and the acting in Nope, and I still think the story was really good too. But it's just impressive to see.
Where he went.
Yeah, like I don't know, like how far he's come with his
Mhm.
filmography not being that large, you know?
And like what I love with Nope, I really love with Nope was like how they took, there's definitely your A plot, there's a slight B plot, and then there's your flashbacks, and all 3 of them really did tie in together, which is what I really liked
Yeah.
about Nope a lot.
Yeah. I mean, when what's his face? When Jupe's talking about, the SNL skit, and then you see the actual horror of what he experienced that day, and then
Right.
you see him just kind of staring off into space.
Everything with the Gordy stuff was so good. That was
Oh.
like The way he
That whole,
integrated that, it was so
story
good.
was very fascinating. Yeah, I guess the whole commentary on exploitation and I don't know. I thought it was very well done, and I loved all the weird, the whole kind of, I don't know, unchronological storytelling, whateverness of it. I thought was just very well done.
Well, growing up in rural areas and Daniel Kaluuya's character and seeing like there's so much undiagnosed social anxiety in men.
Oh yeah.
And he was like perfectly emblematic of this strong guy who has problems socializing, is very quiet. I love that character.
Yeah.
No, he was really great.
Yeah, so Nope was like, for me, this year was actually really strong in a lot of horror, especially like theatrical horror this year was better than it's been in a long time. And again, Nope's not necessarily, I after watching it, it doesn't go into like traditional, like slasher horror or anything like that, because it's not. It's more of a suspense movie, but it's nice to see these original concepts really thriving this year. It's refreshing to see movies like Black Phone, like Nope, like Barbarian, like Smile doing very well. It's nice to see original concepts doing well in theaters, and I hope it's a trend that continues in the future, honestly.
Well, I just
interpretations. They're cool. They are cool.
Okay, Smile I didn't like, but I mean,
I haven't seen
otherwise,
Smile yet, but
I haven't seen it.
A lot of people loved it. Adam Collins said he loved it.
Smile and Ends were like two big duds for me. The rest of this year of horror, I'm praying and begging for everybody on this stream, both watching it and on camera with me, to watch Deadstream.
Yeah, you said that. Yeah,
Deadstream.
Yeah,
I think like, well, what would you say, AJ? Like for you,
mm-hmm.
outright number one horror suspense thriller movie of the year.
It's okay. It's hard because Deadstream is horror comedy,
right?
We're All Going to the World's Fair is more found footage drama with horror elements. So outright horror, I'll have to give it to Barbarian.
Okay.
And I love Barbarian. Like Barbarian goes like second for me. Like for me, it's Black Phone. And again, there maybe is a slight argument that maybe Black Phone's not 100% a horror movie,
right?
But I just loved how well constructed that movie was.
I did like Black Phone, and like anytime you can let Ethan Hawke go full Hawk mode.
Can we do a top 5 at the end of the year? All of our top 5s of 2022.
Yeah,
we'll have to pick
now. Yeah, right.
CC.
Right now it's not pretty. Northman's in my top 5 right now. I mean, because I've seen so few. It's just like, oh, I like it.
When I decided I'm not going to do a top 10 this year, I did a rolling top 5. I'm not going to keep track of every single movie that I watch meticulously, and
my 3. I know mine 1, 2, and 3. It's 4. Like after that, where I'm like, where do I go from here? And then there's still a few movies to see, but like 1, 2, and 3, I know, but after that, I'm like,
Well, I have a new number 1 for the year.
Oh, what's the new number 1?
The Menu. The Menu is my favorite.
Oh, we still haven't seen that, and we need to do that.
It is my new favorite movie of the year.
Is that on?
It's just theaters right now.
It's still in theaters at the moment.
There's
2 very bad football games this week, so we can go during
let's go see the Menu. I want to go see.
We go on Sunday or Monday because both games are terrible.
It's
I think we all know that Avatar: The Way of Water is going to top my.
Full disclosure, I bought tickets for Avatar because I realized I could get them with no issue for the opening night. Like I was not planning on that, and then I literally was watching Monday Night Football, and I was like, "Let me look." I'm like, "Well, it's still here, and we have A-list." I'm like, "Well, why not?"
Can I just say that back in 2009, when I went and saw the Blue People movie and was underwhelmed, to say the least, and I was like, I don't understand what the hype is about this movie. I never thought that I would live in a day where A, it would take the sequel 5,000 years to be made, but B, that I would have merch that I could wear to the sequel. But I do. I never thought, but I just really love the theme park land that much that I do own Pandora merch. And I was like, I have an outfit that I could wear to go see this movie. And I never thought I'd live to see that day.
That's the most Bethany statement I've ever heard in my life.
I feel like
I have Navi ears, y'all. I do. I have Navi ears. I'm not even ashamed to admit that. I don't think y'all understand how much I love Pandora, the land of Avatar. Again, the theme park land, the 2 rides, and the quick service restaurant, just the overall vibe of that land. Again, my absolute legend.
the
favorite
drug
actor
beers.
of all time. Joe Brody created this land, and it is fantastic. But dear God, those movies, or movie at least, is really not great. But damn if I don't love that theme park land. So
Okay.
Blue beer is pretty good.
So I'm gonna say this: since the menu is for anybody who's ever spent years of their life working in the service industry.
oh man,
That
I'm so
is-
excited.
It is
This
perfection.
is made for me.
It's made for
Juice is skeptical about this.
No,
and my top 5 for the year are that, then RRR, then Marcel the Shell Shoes On, then Everything Everywhere All at Once, and then We're All Going to the World's Fair.
I've
As it
heard
stands
like
today.
Marcel. We need to watch that. Like
And I need to see everything.
Everything Everywhere. RRR, like I said, I don't have the attention
Yeah,
span
I
to
don't
watch
think
that
I'm
long
gonna
of a
do that
movie at
one.
home. So it's probably not going to happen. But Marcel, I will watch.
Yeah, and everything.
Marcel just
I
ooh,
have
here,
to watch some more movies before I make my official top 5. But
here's my thing with the menu. Okay, so remember how emotionally affected I was by Pig, Mike, when we were streaming?
Mm-hmm.
No, the weekend of. So
I love that
the
movie.
menu
Big
is like
Pig, so good.
if the menu as a movie is like if they did Pig and they're like, okay, now let's do a silly one.
Okay. Bethany still never watched Pig.
I still have not seen Pig. Yeah, I know I need to see Pig. It's on.
Yeah, it's only
It's
my
only like
favorite
an
movie
hour
of all time.
25 minutes long.
That's
It's
on
an
my
easy
list.
watch.
It's on everyone. I'll be right back.
So far for me, I think if I had to go 1 through 5, it's Top Gun Maverick, which is the most enjoyable movie of the year for me. 2 is The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, which is, again, I just had so much damn fun with that. 3, again, the recurring theme for me this year is movies I had fun with, and that's Glass Onion. 4, Weird, the Yali Yankovic story.
Oh yeah, is that still in theaters?
It never was.
Yeah.
Oh, where is
it's
it?
only on Roku.
And I think number 5, I go with the Black Phone. So that's my 5 right now. And but I still have we got Violent Night to come. I've heard such good things about Marcel, so I definitely have to make sure I see that before the end of the year. Everything Everywhere All at Once. If we have a lot going on in our lives right now, I don't know if I'll have time to pull that one off before the end of the year, maybe. And then the other ones like Barbarian, I loved. I really, really, really enjoyed Barbarian. That was such a great theater experience. I'm excited to see Violent Night, and I have a morbid curiosity about avatars. So
I fucking need. Why? Why do I own these? But I do. They did light up, but now they're not lighting up. I'm sad about it. It's not lighting up. Sad, but yeah.
AJ, off air, we're gonna have to talk.
I
about
see you.
January.
Yes.
Damn. Well,
Okay.
in my top
Oh, man.
13, I have Cheaper by the Dozen. I've also only seen 13 movies, but it's still in the top 13.
It's at the Baker's dozen.
So what's your one here, Juice? Like,
so
of
far,
the
at the
2020,
moment,
what's your one?
Batman. Batman at the moment.
Ah,
I forget
alright.
who didn't like
I
Batman
forgot
and who
that
liked
movie
it.
came out.
I love it.
I did not.
You loved it, and you two. Yeah. okay,
If Batman was 45 minutes shorter, I think I would have liked it a lot. but once it just like it hit a point where I thought it should have ended, and then
It's
just went
pretty
for another
long,
hour. I'm
yeah.
like,
By the way,
I don't know if I can be
just
trusted.
Let me get this
I
out
own
there.
these ears.
I just need to get this out of the
Bethany,
way.
what's your
If Cocaine Bear is between 75
I'm not
and 80
gonna
minutes
try.
long, I know this movie is perfect.
Does it? Oh yeah, it's good.
We don't know the runtime yet.
Oh wait,
Ooh, we have
now they're
hot
lighting
girls
up.
here.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead.
Oh, they're just
hot
up to see
girls
right
It's
now.
gotta
here.
be.
Yeah, it's hard to see, but they do light up, and you have to be darker for you to see them, but they are lighting up.
So Juice, but so you got Batman at 1. What would you put not necessarily in order, but like your highest, what would be in the conversation
Yeah,
for 2, 3, 4,
Then
whatever.
Nope.
I like
And
that.
then
I like the
RRR would be in there too for sure.
I'm trying to think of movies I've seen. That's hard.
What else have I seen?
Oh, so
All right, so what was everyone's least favorite of the year?
Halloween
Oh god.
ends.
Oh god. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably.
and again, that's me too.
I would
Halloween
say
Ends is
Halloween Ends or Jurassic World Dominion.
it's Halloween Ends because of like Jurassic World Dominion. I was expecting just absolutely awful. Halloween Ends, I thought at least I might have gotten some kind of enjoyment out of, and I got nothing.
I mean, yeah. For Halloween Ends, at least it wasn't the most, or for Jurassic World Dominion, at least it wasn't the most morally reprehensible movies in Sia's music. What?
Well, I've also lied, and I apologize to everybody on screen because there is a number 1, but the number 1 is a documentary, so it doesn't really count towards any rankings. Because of course, number 1 has to be Moonfall, and it can't be compared to the other movies this year. So it goes on its own.
Why is the
Oh,
Bearable
special
Weight
plan.
not in
Because
our
We didn't see it on April. Sneak.
Because I haven't finished the last 30 minutes, I don't have it on my list officially yet. So we have to do our watch along so that I can.
That's
But we
coming
also
before the end
have
of the
to
year.
do- Correct.
So-
And we also have to do Home Alone 2, which is going to be.
Yeah.
I watched Home Alone while putting up the tree. I forgot that this was from. Not that. Where is it? I forgot this was from Home Alone 1. I thought it was Home Alone 2. I was like, oh, at least we got that. But
That's the Chicago house. That I knew.
Yeah.
Home
Home
Alone
Alone
2
2
is where
Darker.
they don't
Like the lighting is darker.
Yeah,
than Final.
no, very true. Very true.
there's
And,
more
like-
there's more to murder in Halloween
Yeah, it gets
2.
real murdery at the end of
That's-
some of them too.
It's
They
Oh,
count
yeah.
like we watched a video pretty recently about how many
It
times.
was on a trailer, I think.
How many times
Yeah.
Marv would have died?
It's
And
a lot.
sticky-
it was a lot.
Yeah,
a
the
lot.
Sticky
bricks.
Bandits are like
Bricks.
they're superheroes
Yeah.
Right.
because
They're superhuman for
impossible to-
sure.
yeah.
Marv is the strongest human being who's ever lived.
Ever lived. That's crazy.
Not only
Yeah.
does
Man,
he
he
look
should
like
go on the
Daniel
heroes.
Stern,
Marv should go on the heroes list next year.
Yes.
not only does he look like Derek Carr, but he can take a hit like him too.
Maybe better.
Had to get one football joke out there. Everybody took my joke about Russell Wilson and draft day, and none of his teammates showing up to his birthday party. So
So
Kinda
there
mad
are,
about
if the fantasy football season were to end today,
Oh man.
there is 3 people on screen who would make the What the Show playoffs, and one who would
It's me. I'm the one who wouldn't.
no.
Oh wait, I would. I made it to the top 6.
AJ would.
Oh,
I'm currently in a 4-way tie for the last spot.
But Bethany has the points.
Yes, you have the points. So, and I'm up against Juice this week. I'm not saying collusion, but Juice, if you lose, you're still in it, and then I'm in
Oh,
it. too.
we're up against each other.
Yes.
Bethany needs to get a
hasn't-
quarterback this week, and I
hasn't-
gave her a recommendation.
Oh yeah, don't be telling people.
Mike White?
It hasn't like refreshed.
You're gonna do that
for
right
me.
now, aren't you?
I think
Mike
I'm
who?
Oh no, there it is. Fighting mustards.
The fighting mustards.
My team had a very bad we were down in the dumps, but finally this week we
going for it.
picked it back up. So hopefully that continues.
Oh yeah.
I have some bad matchups for my players.
I just added my
What?
quarter.
My kicker
Mike, who?
and my defense are going against the teams that have given up a lot of points against kickers and defense. So I'm hoping special teams gets me the win.
William, Jared Goff is AJ's quarterback
Also, Jared Goff is my quarterback
in a different league.
Yeah.
Who did Bethany just pick up?
Mike White.
Fucking
I
Mike White,
said-
baby.
I said
Mike
7
White.
times before she picked him up who it was going to be.
He got
So let's-
24 fantasy points last week, so I'm rolling with it. Let's go.
So let's just do a quick season total. Quarterbacks, all players. So Jared Goff this year.
He's like 8, maybe.
1, 2, 3.
Who am I playing against? Who's the tracking?
6,
That's
7,
fine, yeah.
8,
Okay.
9, 10,
Change this name
11,
too much. I can't keep track.
12. Oh, shit. This is getting bad. 13, 14, 15, 16.
Oh, he's out of the
17,
top
18.
14.
Okay, he's 18. Okay, I thought it was higher. Oops.
I gave up on Matt Stafford and started using Goff
In a different league.
in a
And
different
she's
league.
in the playoffs in that league at the moment.
So I mean, who would have thought?
I'm dominating the Let's Get Ready League, but
So we have another league that we do in Florida, and I took Jalen Hurts in like the 9th round, and he's worked out. But I think he was like the 11th quarterback taken in that draft. But the rest of my team's not so hot. So, but in our league, in What the Show league, I have a damn good team.
Yeah.
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 oh,
Very true.
Stephon Diggs 1st round, Travis Kelce 2nd. I'm doing damn well.
okay. So here's the thing: by Goff getting traded to the Lions, we found out that Stafford was not as good as we thought, and that Goff was better than we thought.
That's true.
Not by much on either side, but a little bit.
But a little bit.
But Stafford had the team around him to win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Once that team crumbled, we saw what happened. I actually, William, I kind of disagree with what you're saying, and I'll qualify this. So the Lions are actually their own pick is going to be probably give or take 9th or 10th. They have the Rams pick, but they can trade that Rams pick for a ransom of picks.
Yeah.
All I know is whatever the Lions do, they're going to be right and perfect, and I love them.
Yes. That's the thing. They're like, okay, you guys feel me where you have your teams that like they're not your team, but like they're you just adopt them because they're a rapscallion bunch of misfits.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like the Lions?
If
honestly?
you watch Hard Knocks this year, not the in-season one, but the preseason one, and didn't fall in love with the Detroit Lions, you're heartless. They're a damn lovable team.
You know what I realized? I'm not 100% on this. Mike, tell me if I'm wrong. But the Broncos could qualify for Hard Knocks next year if they.
If
Broncos country, let's ride.
There's one caveat.
Mhm.
If they fire the head coach, they won't.
Okay, so they need
Yeah,
to keep Hackett.
Yeah. So if they keep Hackett, yes, they're eligible. If they fire Hackett, they would have to volunteer. So
We need more cameras on Russell Wilson.
At
Oh,
all
my God.
times.
I want that so much, but they're gonna fire Hackett. So
I just. Oh, God.
that would be so good. Just watching that unravel. But here's the thing:
It would be a Chappelle Show sketch.
we learned this though this year with the in season one that the NFL protects certain things because whatever the fuck happened with Eno Benjamin did not air, and they completely cut out everything with the the offensive line coach who got fired for groping the lady in Mexico. So Hard Knocks, as much as we like to think it's, showing everything, it isn't, because they hid that.
But they're gonna show Russ being weird, and then
Russ being weird would be on
that
there.
they're
Yes,
gonna
that
show.
they'll show. But I'm like, that they got exposed because the Cardinals had shit we wanted to see, and they wouldn't show it. So they'll show stuff if it's, inconsequential to the moral compass of the country. But when it comes to like Russ stuff, I agree with you. Russ shit, that would be fantastic to see. But I really wanted to see what happened with, when they're hiding that to every degree. And then obviously the head coach.
I just want like PS2
line
and
coach.
Jerry Judy looking at each other like, this motherfucker.
We lost a juice.
Get
No,
footage of
he
him doing high knees on the plane.
Oh, the high knees on the plane. My God, I wish there was footage of that, because that would have been perfect Hard Knocks material right there.
Just, oh God.
So that's a good question though. Like, obviously we don't know all the playoff teams this year, and the Broncos are a fantastic choice otherwise. But like, what other team that would currently qualify for Hard Knocks next year you think would be great?
Shit.
I have an answer.
It will have been 2 years. No, the Redskins wouldn't qualify quite yet.
They might make the playoffs, so I think they will actually. So I don't think it'll be them.
I thought there was. Sorry, I misspoke. The Commies wouldn't, because I thought the Redskins have been in the past 10 years. So before the name change, I thought that there was one.
No, they weren't. They weren't.
Okay.
Not.
Okay. Then
Okay.
Bullseye. Well,
yeah, tell me what's better than what's as good as the Broncos?
the Broncos would be the best, but Will hit it on the head right there. It's the Steelers is who it's probably going to be next year.
Yeah, but
They're not making the playoffs, and
I don't like them. And
Well,
so
yeah,
I wouldn't.
I agree with that. But that's
I
the
wouldn't
team that's
fall in
most
love
likely.
with anyone.
Ah,
I like
Okay.
to fall in love with people.
but like on that regard, Jacksonville would be an interesting team to see next year.
So Will McClay mentioning Mike Tomlin would be great. I want Mike Tomlin on Hard Knocks just trying to tell people the entire time that he's not Omar Epps.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if actually they just get Omar Epps for like a week for practices, and like he always got an earpiece, so Mike Tomlin can like actually like tell him what he needs to do to coach,
It's gonna
and
be
just like see if anyone notices.
It's gonna Will, you're right. It's gonna be the Steelers because that's the high market team that they want on HBO for ratings purposes. That will hit every box. They're not making the playoffs or anything like that. It's gonna be the Steelers. I almost guarantee you're right.
So I don't know a whole lot about football, but I do know that I grew up. I was to bring everything back because I am not a Wisconsin boy. I was born in
Bring up the map.
Pennsylvania.
There we go, Pennsylvania. Okay, can you point that on the map? Oh yes, I see it on the map.
Born in Pennsylvania. Families from Pennsylvania and New Jersey and Florida. So I have family in all three of those areas. So the family team is actually the Dolphins,
Right.
with Eagles as number 2. And this year, I am hoping finally for the Dolphins-Eagles Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Like that's not out of the question.
It's,
The Eagles is definitely the team with the clearer path, but the Dolphins, as
Yeah.
much as I hate to say this, like they're a damn good team right now.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
is everyone ready for Bethany's World Cup corner?
Ah.
We've talked about American football long enough. Let's talk about what the rest of the world refers to as football. Everyone, I can't stress enough how excited I am that the USA has made it onto the elimination stage. Now, we do have to play the Netherlands, and I am very concerned about it. Do
They're
I
a
think
good
we
team.
can win? I don't know. But who knows? And we'll see
Big boys.
Saturday, 10 a.m. Be there, be square. And that's been Bethany's World Cup corner.
Okay, so I have two things to mention with this. There are two things that I can't stand. Two kinds of people in this world I can't stand. People who are intolerant of other people's culture. That said, Americans and the Dutch. And the other thing is
What did the Dutch ever do to you?
that's
An
Austin
air
Powers.
Austin Powers.
Gold member.
Like, okay.
I
Michael-
live in a Dutch town.
Michael
and I-
Caine. And then the other thing is, I didn't know that the next World Cup is being hosted in North America. It's going to be
Yeah.
three
All
Canadian,
three
2 Mexico,
countries, yeah.
and 11 US. And we are bringing out our best host cities for sports. There's going to be World Cup matches in Philly and Boston.
Yeah.
They're going from Qatar to Philly and Boston.
Well,
I think
now,
Chicago
if-
too, right?
if
Chicago
we
maybe,
beat-
which
if
is
we get in the same, if we
Yeah.
happen to
And put 5 down.
I put 5 down. If we happen to get a match where we can play England again, if they don't effing put it in Boston, so we can throw some effing tea into the harbor after we beat their asses in that match, what's even the point? What's even the point of holding it in North America?
US for
Do that bitch in Boston. That's all I gotta say about that.
there might be another war.
Is it? Is it a tournament now for the World Cup, like an actual bracket?
At this point, yes.
Okay, then I'm
The
in.
We're
points are
finishing
made
up
up
the
and
last
the
couple
rules
days of
don't
group
matter.
stages, and then we go to single elimination starting on Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, so there'll be like an actual like March Madness
16
bracket.
teams. Yeah.
It'll be a
Okay,
bracket.
then I'm in.
So as
My
I
mind
mentioned-
can't comprehend like the Group D, Group
Group
F, Group
stages part,
7.
it can be a little confusing.
Brackets.
First of
you're
all,
speaking
it
my
was
language.
solid state brick packed tea. So it's like concentrate packed in, kind of like a pu'er, which a pu'er is like a fermented tea that's packed. I worked in tea too long. Hi.
Do
Hi.
we think that Messi's going to be able to win a World Cup this year? Gentlemen,
No.
thoughts?
No.
I don't know who that is.
I forget what
Oh, you know who Messi is?
team he plays for.
Argentina, one of the greatest soccer players of all time, supposedly. No,
The
he-
rest of
he's
his
very
team
good.
is shit.
They're not. Argentina's a good team. They're not great, but they're not bad. Do you think Cristiano Ronaldo is going to be able to host a World Cup this year?
Maybe.
So
Which team is
is
he on?
that the guy who like?
This
Okay,
is my favorite thing. I love how little all of you know.
Portugal.
if I
This
if
is
I
my
remember
favorite.
right, Ronaldo's favorite dish is a mixture of potatoes, cod, and eggs and onions. That's his favorite meal. So
But does he love a taco like David Beckham?
here's the thing. I just think that man's hotel room smells crazy.
Is David Beckham still playing?
No,
I was gonna say he's got to
he's
be.
retired.
That's like That's like referencing Mark McGuire.
Dingers.
and those guys.
Dingers.
Dingers.
Who is your favorite player on Team USA? Let's see
Yeah.
if anyone can name me a single player on the team.
The dude who
Um,
got kicked in the nuts, Polchik.
Nope,
I
that's
thought
not
it
a player.
Pulisic.
Pulisic, there you go, Pulisic. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone
I
who's not named Christian Pulisic, because Mike already said that one. Can you
Um,
name a single
I said it
USA
at the same time he said it.
player? Oh, okay, we'll give you. Juice, you're the one on
We
the
tied.
That's not the the one that got hit in the nuts.
Say
Okay.
Smith.
I know that they have an infielder combo that they call
Matt Smith?
MMA.
Matt Smith.
No, that one guy.
Munoz. Matt Munoz.
David Tennant. David Tennant.
Mike
He is
Piazza?
somebody-
Nolan.
Nolan Ryan.
This
Chris-
is my favorite thing.
Chris
Nolan
Nolan.
Arenado.
What do you think about Christian Pulisic getting hit in the balls?
That hurt.
All right, good talk. Good talk.
Not
Listen,
good.
have you ever been hit in that area so hard that they misdiagnosed you with an abdominal injury? Because I have.
I have a funny
Oh my-
story, something similar to this. This is like 20 years ago. Buddies of mine we were all watching Headbangers Ball on MTV2, and we were all just joking around, and there was like a medicine ball in the basement, and two of my friends were just like joke wrestling with each other, and one of them took a medicine ball and threw it, and the one moved at the wrong time and just smack dab nailed him in the nuts. And he was down for almost an hour in pain. And we were just like, did you think? No, just he's in such pain. And you can just see it in his face. And it's like, what can we do for you? Get away from me. Like, he got hit by like a 5-pound medicine ball thrown overhead. And it hit him square there. And it was terrible.
Do we hope that Brazil will get knocked out?
Yes.
ASAP.
Yes.
All right.
Who is Brazil playing?
This has been they still have one last game in the group
The
stages,
goddamn communist.
but they've already advanced basically because they've won 2 games. They already have 6 points. So this last game is pointless. But then then they'll go on to the knockout stage.
I'm just gonna assume that anybody who's like is
Can
in
we all-
contention knock somebody out as a communist country because they have
Okay.
health care.
Yeah, that's fair. Senegal will be playing England in their round of 16 match.
Oh, Senegal.
And can I just say I would like to root for Senegal for many reasons, but also I just love that an African country could knock out, like the biggest colonizers of all time.
Go Senegal.
So let's go Senegal. All right, Senegal, you got this. I'm
All right.
not going to win, but
So
the girl can dream.
We've just passed an hour. AJ, before we always do a cold outro and don't let anybody plug anything. We need to plug next
We
week.
need to plug next week. It's a big one. It's a
Oh,
big
yeah.
one.
Next week, we are hosting a battle of sorts of cinema that we're going to not use words that might be still copyrighted.
Weird.
And there's a former champion of a show that it was a skirmish of film, a champion of speed rounds,
Cinema battle.
Yeah. His name is Koi Jandro, and he and I are going to be going one-on-one, mano-a-mano, in basically that exact same format of contest. And we're going to try and release some promotion, some marketing over the next week. I'm going to do that and make this a big hyped up thing where we fight each other about movies.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Koi Jandro's on next week, guys. We're gonna movie fight.
Cinema
We love
battle.
Koi. We love Koi, and it's always awesome to have him on.
We're gonna movie fight. So
Yes.
he's going down. I'm young, Timber. You better look. You better dance.
Do we have are we announcing the judge yet? I was looking up stats about the United States national baseball team that I'm very interested in with all the World Cup talk. I'm like,
So
I need
our
to-
So the baseball team just came into your mind.
well, they announced like 3 Cardinals are on it. So I'm like,
All right.
So our judges are not formally confirmed, with the
Okay.
exception of one, and that's somebody who is impartial to Koi Jandro and I, who's been involved with both programmings, and that is Mr. John Getz.
We love John.
Yes,
I-
John.
I am very excited because we aren't judging. I hated judging.
Oh, we say
Judging is
awful.
so hard.
the speed round debates.
Horrible.
That's my least favorite part about it.
I will be happy to. I'm a question writer. I'm a fact checker.
Juice,
Hang
Bethany, and
out.
I are gonna get to like
Lay back,
fine.
just chill, enjoy it.
We're gonna do Hoot Hoot Juice Nation and the Deep Camp.
Yes.
We're doing
I
the
love
fact
it.
checks.
Hey, we're on the deep
That'd be good.
cam. I have got a couple of fact checks.
Hoot hoot.
It'll be good.
Oh, I'll call you FIFA. Jesus Christ, taking all bribes. Okay, FIFA.
What are you, Tokyo Sexy Whale?
Yeah.
What are you, Sepp
Like,
Blatter?
I'm
What are
Jewish,
you,
shut
the
up.
guy with a less hilarious name who's the current president of FIFA? Yeah, I know soccer, Bethany. I just know those funny names.
Adrian just really likes the corruption of it all. He's like, I love the FIFA drama.
Don't
He's like,
get me
screw
wrong.
the matches. I'm here for the FIFA drama.
Don't get me
Oh.
wrong. if there was like something like The Offer, but it was the drama of FIFA under Tokyo Sexy Whale.
I
or Sepp
would
Blatter,
watch the hell out of that. Oh my god, yes.
or like the thing where Joseph Gordon-Levitt played Travis Kalanick. Yeah, just give me that.
Yeah,
Give
I'm
me
into that. I'm into it.
who would be a good Tokyo Sexy Whale? Tokyo Sexy Whale versus the Cocaine Bear.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping. I like that. You're a jabroni.